Fuck you sincerely. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. There's nothing you can do to take, and you should have learned by now that's just taking won't make you happy. You big dumb bitch. Drama. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Vampire Masquerade Shadows of New York. So if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Chatty Boo and I mainly play FPS games or shooter games, but I kind of want to explore other genres of games. That's why I'm actually playing Vampire Masquerade. So I was able to play Coteries of New York. So if you're interested to look that up, links are on the description or links are on the cards above this video. If you're interested in tagging along in this gaming journey, hit the like button and maybe subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's start this game. I finally reached Big Beat Burger, hoping to recuperate from all the mental damage accumulated over the past days. Only to find out the doors are locked and nobody is inside. No. I need to be soothed. I need my routine. Closed? What the fuck you mean closed? Oh? A middle of pandemic. Oh, if I could remember, I think this game was released during the pandemic. So, okay. Yeah. Must be fun not being affected by illnesses. I mean, you didn't have to worry about that. I didn't know something like this could still happen in this day and age. Somehow, it's always felt like we were beyond it. Well, I guess it's lucky I'm dead. I walk away to avoid bringing more attention to myself. Now I understand why NYC feels downright apocalyptic tonight. It feels like a psychedelic experience. To see these familiar streets empty and abandoned. Well, let's see what parts of the city are still alive in the middle of a plague. Where to go indeed. Who is this? Huh. Okay, I'm kind of much more interested in this part. Oh, in this quest, so we're going for this one. I entertained the thought of sneaking through a hospital to see how things appeared up close, but it looked like an actual war zone, so I decided against it. I don't know what I expected the way healthcare reforms have been going in this state. Fewer facilities in poorer areas, fewer beds, less funding. We're just reaping what they've sown. That's why I used to honestly consider going back to the old country. An American friend was like, "Why would you go back to that shithole?" He was shocked to learn we have a normal, free healthcare. Anyway, if an active hospital won't do, this one might. The smallpox hospital on Roosevelt Island, built to quarantine the poor and the unloved victims of pandemics away from normal citizens' eyes. In spite of its despair, or maybe partly because of it, the architecture still manages to perfectly convey the building's painful history. There are ghosts here, but they are mostly the good, metaphorically kind, not the kind I usually see. Looks like there also might be a lone physical being here. I hear someone sneaking through the ruins, and that's that for my peace and quiet. But oh well, I needed to satiate my thirst anyway. How do I approach that person? Hi! Through the shadows. Subdue them? No, I kind of want to stalk them for a bit, so. I become one with the shadows. I let the flow of the void take me in the direction of the footsteps. Eventually, a female shape appears in front of my eyes. Slowly, I emerge from the darkness behind her back. What? Girl, that's Goldilocks. only to spook my target the moment I do. In her panic, she drops something on the floor. It breaks 1,000 little pieces. Okay. I'm sorry? She kneels to pick up the pieces of some ugly glass sculpture. The shape is unfamiliar. Was that a Scrooge McDuck figurine? What's that? Karl Barks design. I'm not sure what that is though, so. I was really looking forward to decorating my haven with this. Oh, is she a vampire? Pop art. Okay. Now I realize what I couldn't put into words. It was the feeling she might be kindred. She seems airheaded and eccentric, but I wouldn't want to pick a fight with her. Call it a hunch. My name's Julia. I'm a Los Hombres representative for the city. Some representative you are. Absolutely horrible first impression. Okay, bitch. Somehow we've never met before. You live here? I see. What's your name? Princess the fuck. I'm sorry. What's kind of me? My true name is for friends only, and after destroying my treasure, I count you as a sworn enemy. Okay. Who the fuck is this bitch that lets Diablo read his foe? Kadir would surely be thrilled to see Prince Helene assign me with a mission looking for a rare Scrooge McDuck statue, but I prefer to avoid that fate, even if it doesn't seem very likely. How can I make it up to you? Should I, like, search for a replacement online or... I think I'm gonna ask you for a small favor. Super into low art these days. That's why I collect stuff like Scrooge McDuck. I used to be hardcore into high art before. Studied the harmonic structure of Bach's cantatas. Taught myself Arabic just to weep over Middle Eastern poetry. Ooh, wow, she's a smart girl then. Read a lot of Joyce and Adorno, etc. Eventually, these hobbies become boring. I'm switching it up now. Oh. She's an open book then. I'm guessing she's a toreador. Lowest kind of art. Not the kind of request I expected, but how low is too low? Okay. Back when I was alive, I refused advances from a guy who lived just outside of Astoria. He definitely still owns some incredibly low art, but what exactly should I get her? A fantasy book? An anime DVD? A video game? I think I would give her an anime DVD. It takes me just an hour to get there. Wake him in the middle of the night, mess with his head a little, and get back with an appropriately low work of art. I've got something. Okay. A dilder. I pass her a DVD box with a busty hand-drawn girl licking a giant katana. According to a description he printed for me, this thing is named Ririsu no Daiboken. The cover says Lilith's Carnal Carnival. This 90s original video animation presents us with a tale of 5 big bosom samurai warriors traveling through America in search of General Hastavista, the Incubus King. Don't let all that titillation misguide you. The main draws here are peerless direction, a nearly avant-garde editing rhythm and dialogue that coyly comments on traditional gender roles in anime. Once you see the animation in the final battle, you'll understand why it never fails to set a Sakuga fan's heart ablaze. Is this a real anime? Note: Sakuga uncountable. In Japanese animation, a sequence of noticeably higher quality used to highlight a particularly important scene. Okay. So yeah, it sure does sound like low art. Eyes down, I await her response. This is great. It is. I knew it. It felt like if I chose the book, she already like over it. Just what I needed. Believe me, I've had more than enough of art trying to dazzle or win me over or be used as a stepping stone. I just want someone to be like, screw it. I don't want to be impressed by anyone. I don't want to get anywhere. Okay, what the fuck is this bitch saying? That in its own way, that might be the ultimate form of art. So is my debt paid? I suppose. Can I know your name now, bitch? Girl. She turns away and disappears into the night. Well, that was an interesting distraction for all the melee. What's that? Malice? In the city? I suppose it's time to go back to the miserable business I've been saddled with. The time comes for me to meet up with Kadir and hopefully D'Angelo too. The last position on my list. This better be good. Yeah, I remember this place. Looks like a dump. Perfect for the clan of the hidden. I thought he wasn't hidden. I thought he was missing. And to be honest, I kinda expected the worst. Why would we look for him in the most obvious place? I've got a hunch. Let's trust it and start looking. Who is D'Angelo anyway? He's a good man, a useful man. Sleuthing very seriously. Oh, I see. Doesn't sound too quirky by the city standards. There's a rat on the floor, frozen in a natural position. Weird shit. Examine it. Despite my disgust, I pick up the rodent up. Shut up. I take a close, hard look on the rat. It's alive, but... Oh. Bruxing. What the fuck is that? When a rat chatters its teeth, that's bruxing. He's not acting panic or aggressive, so I guess he's just happy. Oh. I don't know. His eyes keep coming out of the socket and it's going back in. It looks disgusting. Like he's in a lot of pain. He's boggling. Oh? What the fuck? How does he know so much about... Never mind. I'm getting an eerie feeling. This is weird, man. I have a feeling there's a kindred hiding nearby. My thoughts exactly. Kadir slowly approaches a secluded corner of the room. And there it is. He kicks a pile of clothes lying on the floor. Oh. Clumsily, drunkenly, the pile of clothes transforms into an unkempt man who looks like suffering from some sort of skin disease. Oh. Lucky unlucky schmucky my ass. How did you guess I was here? What I've learned is that for reasons that can be described as nebulous, He's gotten a few enemies last year. How are you good? He was raided, huh? I had a hunch this might be more than rumors. Oh. Well, if you got my number, and you can see my ugly mug right in front of you, so it's no use playing dumb, I suppose. Agreed. You seriously spent all this week's holed up in here? Is the hunger not getting to you? What's this? The kiss. You got a lot of critters around this area, and we've become chums. Some of these rats actually got addicted to the kiss. Oh. They come to me every night, acting like cokehounds, begging for it. Oh? Freaky rats. Let me see. It's so gross. I fail to keep up my poker face. He knows this is. Julius Sabinsky, a detective investigating Baron Callihan's death. He raises his head for a short while to stare in Kadir's eyes and treat him with a vulgar snicker. Phooey. So somebody has finally put the old man on ice. Whoever did it did the world a huge favor. So true. Absolutely. But I've got orders to establish who that was. And I've been stumbling in the dark for the past few days. We need your help. I'll be damned. Your sleuth skills must really not be up to par if you're begging for a bump for help. It's an unusual case. Extremely political. How is it unusual? It feels like the game was rigged against me from the start. Like I'm just bumbling around and achieving nothing while everyone laughs behind my back. Haven't you ever read a Chandler book? That's how it always is. Just do your best, endure the embarrassment, and hope that you might stumble on an answer by accident. He accidentally lets a metal flask in his hand slip out and fall to the floor, then struggles to pick it up. Kadir cannot bear to watch. Gianni? That's actually a really nice name, honestly. That's his real name? Stress-related disorders causing a disruption in my routine is what I think a shrink would say. Help us out. Tell us what you know. And we might be able to help you in return. Don't Gianni me, Kadir. I know your level, but I also know your honor is one of the few things you care about. You want me to endanger myself. You put it on the line for me. And that's that. You either promise to extend your protection to me, or the moment you step away from here, I sneak away into the sewers. That's the last time you'll ever see me. Kadir shoots me a wary sideways glance. I know, he drives a hard bargain. Especially for someone whose sense of low self-worth does not exactly appear to be sky high at the moment. D'Angelo scratches his head, grunts loudly, tugs on his mask, and stands up. Okay. Is that a vape pen? That's Jake with me, big fellow. I might have strong opinions about Panhard, but hell, I'm sitting on dynamite. I'll take what I can get. Who wants you dead? That warlock Agathon, or whatever his name is, presumed dead. Tamika, MIA, with SI on her back, so possibly KIA by now. Hope, the cook, hidden in her office under Vander Weyden's skirt. Around the time they started having trouble, some rough-looking streetwise kindred starting hanging out at my usual spots. Didn't take me long to connect the dots. Wait, what is the connection between you and those three? Ever since last year, folks started hiring us for various gigs, some even trying to get us to join their coteries. All of these opportunities were rather short-lived. However, the delicate tightrope of working for various employers made us fully aware there's an intersect alliance in NYC. Kindred from both sides often work for the same goals without knowing it. The moment we started figuring it all out, a cleanup crew went downtown. I know the serious warlock boy snipped something out in his own backyard, but then, poof, disappeared. I lost all contact with Hope and Tamika and went AWOL. Hope they're doing fine, and they didn't snitch on me to anybody. They are, and they didn't even tell me you guys knew each other, so I think you're safe. Duh. I found a list of 4 names and Callihan's remains. You can probably guess what they are. I get a picture, yeah. I've heard it was just a list of freelancers, potential associates, probably prepared by Carter Van der Weyden. Any more clues? None at all. Investigate the murder scene the way only you know how. Tell us what you think. Guide Julia in a proper direction. Okay, DeAngelo sizes me up, scratching his head. Sure, whatever. Lead the way. I'll drive you there, or at least as close as possible. I wouldn't be welcome that deep in Anarch territory. Okay. After dropping us off the same place Catherine first introduced me to Mia, Kadir quickly drives away. Here we are. He's still there? A classic closed room mystery. Let me take a look. He starts walking around the office, carefully taking in every element. So you're saying you're basically a nobody, but you can simply call Catherine Wise and have her open sesame and honor crib for you? Dunno, sure, sounds like somebody to me. Don't misunderstand, I only met her during the course of this investigation. Everyone's basically been treating me like dirt wherever I go, and I'm only acknowledged enough to legitimize this. Lord Casaria. Okay. Now that was an abrupt interruption. I was busy sharing. Oh, excuse me? So this man? I met murder on the way. He had a mask like Casaria. Very smooth he looked, yet grim. 7 bloodhounds followed him. Oh. He seems to have completely switched his modus operandi upon seeing the murder scene. He's in his own little world, and his behavior has become more machine-like, erratic. I don't follow. I never knew the old Irish coot was into the Napoleonic era. But then again, I have no idea about his exact age, of course, so maybe that's when he lived, or was born. Pay minimal attention to me, alright? Who am I looking at here? Born as Robert Stewart, a British Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs at the beginning of the 19th century. He was the man who destroyed Napoleon for good. The man who shaped British politics for ages. He was the man who destroyed the Irish Parliament. The man who cracked down on any possibility of reform and then supported the cavalry massacring peaceful protesters. He's spouting these facts like a computer. Is that the hint of a distinctive photographic memory? probably idolized him too. I feel like I should say something. I've got this nagging feeling in the back of my mind. How did he die? Oh, his family took every sharp item away from him, but he was well dedicated. Why did he do it? Pressure is mounting from all sides. Deserves hate coming from all sides. Plain old overwork. Also might have gone nuts. Kept saying he saw ghosts. Otherworldly silhouettes were guiding him, yada yada. Huh. An unpleasant feeling grows in my stomach. Are rumors someone was threatening to expose him as a homosexual? Really? He was? Having to choose between being publicly denounced and ending it all by his own hand. He chose the latter. Well, that's just depressing. Maybe. He steps above Callihan's corpse and laughs. And he kicks his bones with glee, causing me to jump a little. Is he still under the influence? Isn't that tampering with the crime scene? He's got a point. Standing by the metal shutters on the windows, he abruptly changes the topic. Lightproof. No, I haven't toyed with it. I avoid machinery like that. They don't work properly. It's like I give technology an allergy. Sometimes industrial cameras mess up my face. Sometimes I can't use a phone. You'd think it could be useful, but it's just a curse. Hadn't crossed my mind. Maybe staring at poor old Caesarea looking for a soulmate to accompany him to the other side. Or maybe it was torpor. In any case, sunlight would be a perfect murder weapon, no? He takes off the mask to shoot a disfigured smile my way. Well, it sounds sound. It's practically impossible to make certain now, kiddo. The most logical cause of final death would be damage to the heart, and that can easily be done without damage to the skeleton. And he sets off with a wink. What is he playing at here? The safe. As far as I know, only Callihan knew the code, and the safe itself is pretty hard to crack. Okay. He presses an ear to the safe and slowly begins to rotate the dial. Stop clowning around. You're a safe cracker now? When you're cursed with a countenance as such as mine, and you decide on a job such as mine, you gotta be a jack of all trades. Still sounds pretty hard. Oh, you found a safe that hasn't been opened for 40 years. Not a single specialist nor even a blacksmith could handle it. The man just studied the numbering, listened closely to the mechanism, attempted the most sensible combinations, and voila! The unthinkable happened. A metallic screech. The door opens. I'll be damned. It looks like we've got the same case here. Okay. It reeks of foul play. Another wink, another walk in a random direction. I look inside the safe. It's quite spacious. I haphazardly grab everything that's left inside the safe and hide it on my person. Then close the door so that nobody knows he managed to crack it. When I turn around, he's motioning me to come closer to a sheet of paper lying on the desk. I read the text he's written on the empty page. This place is wired. It gives me chills. I think I'm okay. I've tried to record my own voice a bunch of times on different hardware just to see if I can. It mostly comes out as noise. He nods, then starts scribbling something else as he continues blabbering on and on. The wiretap is a chip in the broken glass bottle on the floor. Absolutely sure it belongs to Kaiser. Oh. The elusive information broker. I understand. I think I have an idea how to use it. To find him, should I notify Kadir? Scribble, scribble. Takes longer than before. I'll be meeting where you stay here. Maybe there's something you've been missing. You're called all. You're going beyond his jurisdiction, so he will try to stop you. Whatever you do, just give me 10-minute heads up, so I can get to relative safety. For sure. That was actually a lot of help. It was more than enough. Got a plan. Now all I need to execute it is a clueless bystander. This guy will do. Better take a hike before the guy you've just called shows up. I can't guarantee he won't make you hurt. Okay, who are you talking to? I might have messed with his head a little too much using my Willy kindred charms, but I needed him to tell Kaiser where I want to meet. Quite clearly, multiple times. I would have given him the kiss as thanks at least, but I told the big man I won't be here all night and that he'd better hurry up. So I want to be ready whenever he comes. Less than 15 minutes later, a menacing black limo takes a fast sharp turns onto my street and stops right in front of me. Suddenly, something like an acid blast hits me. I know this limo. I've seen it all around over the past few days, but I never thought it might be tailing me. Still, it must have. Looks like I'm finally about to get some answers. Doors open and a raspy voice comes from inside. Okay. There he is. Kaiser, the king of New York City's information highways, surrounded by screens, speakers, and newfangled technological gizmos of all kinds. Humph. First impression, he's one repulsive son of a bitch. D'Angelo was also a sewer rat, and he might have had similar physical disadvantages, but at least he was wholly endearing. This guy, there's no room for any kind of sentiment. He's inhumanly cold, and I get the feeling he's been like this for ages. You're getting in my nerves, little lady. Oh. I get the sense he meant for all this to be threatening. Instead, I'm elated. After a week of running around like a headless chicken, unsure if I was getting anywhere, finally I get a compliment. If there's one thing I learned back in Lodestar, it was that you only know you're doing your job correctly when someone powerful gets visibly mad. That's kinda true in real life. I have no idea what you mean. No need to play dumb bitch, especially considering you're a natural. The R-Tool, double spiral, the SI, Torque's den. How does it feel to have made enemies absolutely everywhere? He scoffs at me with pure contempt. Listen, I will speak as plainly as humanly possible to get this through your little head, since it's obvious you're not willing to read the obvious signals. You were hired for one thing, and one thing only, to suck at your job. And you couldn't even do that correctly. What? People keep stopping by my limo this week, telling me, Kaiser, dear Kaiser, we keep trying to make her understand how hopeless she is, but she just won't get a clue. She doesn't have any evidence, she doesn't have any testimony, but she still goes around knocking on everyone's doors, causing disturbances. It's such a fucking headache. Usually I try to be a jovial host, so I cheer them up. She's not that much of a dunce, I say. She's making mountains out of molehills to make herself seem useful, I say. She's about to stop. But your infinite idiocy, decided to prove me wrong in the most spectacular fashion by knocking on my very own door, forcing my hand, threatening me even. Are you autistic or something? Huh? Can't read basic fucking social clues? Stop for 1 second and ask yourself, Cui bono? Who even fucking wants you to solve anything, let alone lose the case? See? This city has a delicate system set in place. Usually it's flawless, but ever since you started tinkering with it, it's been having this irritating malfunctions and it's driving people. Are you fucking done, bitch? A weird, disgusting sound, something between a gargle and a bark, escapes his throat. Unbelievable. All I'm hearing is that you're in a possession of some information that might help me solve the puzzle I was presented with. If that's the case, I'm going to ask you to share it. I swear, you're absolutely irredeemable, you fucking garbage. What? I kinda liked him at first at Cotteries, but suddenly he seems... Tell me the truth, or else. I think I'm gonna just say that he has Callihan's place wired. Oh, I know who you are. You're the person who had Callihan's place wired, which makes you a possible witness of sorts, or even a suspect. Even if your accusations were correct, then who, pray tell, who would you report them to? Do you even know what kind of people I answer to? No, care to acquaint us? Is that really what you want? You want to know who pulls the strings. Give me 10 minutes and I can arrange a meeting. But this is your last chance to turn back. If you don't, I can tell you now, you're going to be sorry. The big kahuna? Finally, now we're talking. Yes, the big kahuna. This is your final answer, huh? Absolutely. He takes out his phone and begins furiously typing. I relax in the seat. Finally, we're getting somewhere. It might be dangerous, yeah, but at least I will finally get a clue of what's going on. I'm just saying, this is a point of no return. My boss doesn't fuck around. Best case, you're going to beg him to take you in. Whatever, dude. He keeps grumbling under his breath, but I'm not even listening. I just watch the streets go by. Until out of the blue, I experience a strong sense of foreboding. Okay. I first spot her in the corner of my eye. She's hovering next to Kaiser, with an expression that's impossible to discern. When she speaks, her voice is machine-like, yet otherworldly.
Fine. We're 5 minutes away or so. Get the boys ready to give her the Mel Gibson special.
The moment he puts away his phone, the silhouette disappears. You're 5 minutes away. Better start figuring out the ways you might prove yourself useful to the honcho. There is no honcho. Oh my god, of course this motherfucker is setting me up. I need to get out of here now. I do the first thing that comes to mind. Grab the door handle and pull. He notices me scrambling and struggles to grab me. Fucking bitch called me a cunt. Glass breaking, loud thuds of something heavy hitting the asphalt, tires screeching. I think he grabbed me. I think he tried to pull me back in. I think we fell out of the limo. I think his body cushioned my fall. But I'm struggling to process what's going on. It's like I'm blanking out. When I come to, he's already attempting to get up, cursing underneath his breath. The limo has stopped a little further in, but whoever the driver is, he's not coming out. When he stands up, he will be out for vengeance. He's an older vampire who knows how strong he is. I need something that will give me an advantage. Pepper spray, of course. Probably won't be as effective it would be on a living person, but still worth a try. I lean toward the asshole. disarm the device, aim towards his eyes, and unload the entire canister. It worked. I keep up the offensive. I punch him, kick him, throw him around. I pummel him, smash his head against a curb. I struggle to harm him in whatever way I can, like a frightened animal. I don't know how long it lasts. Might be 1 minute, might be eternity. The driver steps out of the limo to help his boss, but once he sees what I'm doing to him, he runs away in panic. Girl Diablo, this motherfucker. Feels good to be bad. Feels absolutely horrible. Once I'm done, I sit on the curb and scream my lungs out to avoid crying. Then I look at him. Ew. He seems shocked, barely hanging on. I know what I've done was extremely stupid. I did hear how he's one of the most influential figures in the city. But that's probably why he never expected to get his ass whooped, especially by someone like me. When he speaks again, his voice is pathetic, surprisingly close to a whimper. You'll pay, you'll fucking pay. You lost, mislaid, and abandoned property of... Are you fucking kidding me? He's unwell, talking nonsense. I approach him again. You wanted to have me whacked. What do you think, I'm stupid? Well, would you look at who ended up teaching who? No talk. Tell me everything you know about Callihan's final death. All of it. Go to hell. You can fuck me up however bad you want. I'm still not going to tell you shit. You try anything, there will be consequences. There will be retribution. My mouth is shut. It might be my last chance to solve this case, but if I don't force him to talk, he won't. There's a burgeoning thought in my mind, but it scares even me. Do I dare push him to the edge, make him suffer until he squeaks? Oh gosh, I don't know. Yeah, let's do this shit, bitch. Know thyself. Ooh. Well, I'm sure you will open your mouth if I do this. I put his shin against the curb. Kick with all my strength. Yes, torture that fuck. It's a compound fracture. I barely managed to suppress my gag reflex. It feels like I'm dissociating. He's actually weeping like a child. It totally shatters the tough image he was trying to project earlier. Like this is the first time anyone has ever used physical violence on him. What if it is? You either start talking or the other leg goes. Then the hands. Then I will get creative. I'm telling you, bitch, just diablerie his ass. I try to collect myself and put his other leg against the curb. Yes, the kick connects. It's a light one, a sadistic feint. It still manages to get a pathetic whimper out of him. Then talk. But this had better be good. He looks at me with pure fury, then begins to speak through clenched teeth. You wanna know who was in Callihan's office before he died, little lady? Everyone, fucking everyone and their mother was there. Vander Weyden, Eiling, Arturo, and Panhard. The Kimmer douche motherfucker Torque with his sidekick, all of them. Callihan thought that the only way out was to pit them all against each other, or to ally with every single one of them. Little did he know, it was in all of their best interest for him to just fucking die. That's good, that's great. But who killed him? Okay, that won't do. Once again, I put his leg in a potentially disastrous position. In response, he starts howling maniacally. Who kept complaining to you about me? Who is responsible for getting rid of the evidence? Everyone did? Oh, okay, I see. All evidence is gone. Every theory is equally true. So none of it is. Don't you see? Everyone is a complicit, so nobody is. Why do you think Sophie Lang is no longer around? Why Torque no longer pretending to be the revolutionary? Why are free agents involved? Why are they shutting you up tomorrow? Shutting me up? Who? Okay. I look back over my shoulder and see Kadir. What's wrong with me? Excuse me, bitch? Okay. A hunch that the moment you get a whiff of true power, all wakes will be off. Look, you're talking nonsense. Masquerade breach? Just let me explain myself. This ugly fucker tried to have me beaten, maybe even killed. Don't you care about that? Fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up. I can't control myself. I keep him where I know it will hurt him the most. I freeze in place. I've never heard him use that tone with me. I will take care of you in a moment. In my car, Kaiser. Hold on. I'm not done questioning him yet. It looks like there's a major conspiracy too. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, and you're gonna be glad I leave it at that. Oh. If you do that, I'm gonna have to assume you're complicit. You don't want to risk a third. So that's that? Tell me, what was all of my footwork even for? Can you hear this? But I will, fine. Before I do, I take a quick peek into Kaiser's limo, still abandoned a little further down the street. I skipped the church visit again tonight. I want more time to finish this report. Who knows, it might be my final one. I want to spend more time with Dakota. Yeah, just forget about the rest of the world. A lot's happened tonight, but I can still manage to be at our apartment an hour earlier than usual. She should be glad. I sneak into our apartment as silently as possible, trying to surprise her. When I reach the bedroom, I see something unexpected. It hit me like a ton of bricks. At the beginning, I can't properly parse the sight. But when I finally understand what I am looking at, it causes a wave of terror and disgust to swell up inside my chest. Huh? Weird. What the fuck? She's shocked to see me. Doesn't know what to do. She's like a deer in the headlight, or a schoolgirl poorly trying to hide her misdeeds from a teacher. Yeah, bitch, I'm early. What was she doing? Yes, I am. These are my clothes, Dakota. These are my cigarettes. That's my jewelry on the table. You were what, bitch? And I'm pretty sure, God almighty, I thought I was just being neurotic whenever I noticed something dreadfully familiar in you. I can explain. Please do explain. A good 10 seconds of awkward silence pass. I can see her spending an eternity in her head. This isn't what it looks like. Oh my god, it is exactly what it looks like. I will just come out and say it. Dakota, are you single white femaling me? I'm sorry, what does that mean? It all makes sense now. No, come on, no. I thought I was the leech in this relationship. We watched the movie together. We made fun of Jennifer Jason Leigh together. A roommate stalking and imitating her own roommate. Ha ha ha, what a concept, right? But I was being fed on in a far more sinister way without knowing it. Oh shit, she's guilty. Silly? I've never ever been this serious with you. So, whenever she put on my makeup, whenever I used her as a mirror, was she always hyping me up because she wanted to live vicariously through me? So many little things make sense in retrospect. The little ways you kept modulating your speech after me, the weird ways our tastes were always compatible, some of your art feeling so familiar. None of it would trigger any alarms by itself, and yet she's as humanly embarrassed as possible. Julia, listen. Don't fucking touch me. I can barely think of anything more repulsive than being put on a pedestal like this. It's like the other person is begging me to perceive them as someone worse, if not outright subhuman. Don't be like this. Just don't. You know, this would probably be infinitely more palatable if you talk to me like a person here and not like, I don't know, your fucking mommy. You know what? Fuck you. I've been locked in this apartment by myself because of all the pandemic shit going on. It's fucking me up. I know you have it hard right now, so I didn't want to bother you. Yeah, I was counting on you to ask about how I'm feeling. Babe, how was your work-life balance? Aren't you feeling claustrophobic? Hey, is it just me, or is it the drug supply really shrinking too fast? But no, you were too much of a self-centered bitch. You regularly suck me dry and it's okay, but the moment I entertain the thought of taking something in return, I'm crossing the line. Oh no, I'm a member of an immortal elite secret society. It's so hard to cope. Dakota, whenever I gracefully decide to visit our apartment, let's just do what I enjoy until the pain stops. Fuck you. Fuck you sincerely. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. There's nothing you can do to take, and you should have learned by now that's just taking what make you happy. You big dumb bitch. Drama. Stop. Just. I don't know what to say. I feel disgusted, both with her and myself. Just stop. Dakota breaks down crying. She grabs a jacket and a purse. A purse? Then runs out of the apartment. I don't try to stop her. I stand there for a short while in silence, and then lock the door. Did she take her keys? I don't know. I don't know if I care. I desire for someone else, not for myself, for a way to open a different world, not get locked back in mine. I collapse onto the soft bed. I smell her perfume. I always liked it, but now it makes me slightly nauseous. I try not to think of Dakota. I think of Kaiser. I think of Kadir. I think of Callihan. No matter what I think of, I sense doom. I feel that I've just sealed my fate, whatever it may be. Everything fucking sucks. Back into the void. Back into the void. Okay. I honestly had fun reading those. But anyways, so night 7 has been accomplished, you guys, and I have to end this video to keep my video short. So if you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much, and if you're new here, maybe like and subscribe. See you guys in the next episodes. Bye.